Welcome to the Education Innovators Podcast. I'm Eric Byron, and it is my privilege to host this show where I get to talk to folks from all over the world who are education thought leaders and innovators. We'll hear inspiring stories from educators, EdTech founders, AI experts, and others who are fearlessly innovating and delivering unique learning experiences. I'm glad you're here. Let's get started. Welcome back. Or if this is your first time viewing my podcast, I'm glad you were able to join us. This is a quick video. I'm going to highlight a new book that's out by one of the folks who was a guest on my podcast in season 1. So that was Stefan Bauschard, and he's done it again. He put out another huge book, and not just huge in terms of impact. It's literally a huge book. It has like 700 pages of great content. It also has a really long name. It's called Humanity Amplified, Understanding the AI World and Augmenting Our Students' Intelligence with Human Deep Learning. That's by Stefan Bauschard and Dr. Sabba Quidwai. I hope I said that right. Okay. But before I get too far into the book, I do want to, just comment because I also haven't read the whole book yet. I literally just purchased it today, skimmed some of the chapters. But I want to plug the episodes from season 1 so you have the background on why I'm helping promote Stefan's book that I haven't even read yet. So it was an incredible conversation that I had with him, and and I had never met Stefan before. So he put out this paper about debate-based instruction. And I read the paper. I was fascinated. I reached out to him and I said, let's have a debate about debate. And he was in. So now also realize I have no background here. I've never been on a debate team. I have no formal debate training. And Stefan has been a debate coach for like decades. So it was pretty clear he was just going to kick my butt, but he was really, really nice about it. I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation we had. Turned out to be actually one of my favorite episodes from season 1. So it's a must listen. Now, there's no video. Season 1 was audio only. That was before I plunged into learning to do video editing and stuff so I could produce these videos. Okay. So he's got this book out there. So he's a debate coach, but he's so much more than just a debate coach. When generative AI hit the scene here, he just dove right in, both feet, and he he did his own version, if you will, of deep learning on AI. And in 2023, he published another book called Humanity Amplified, The Fusion of Deep Learning and Human Insight to Shape the Future of Innovation. So it's also by Stefan and Sabba. So this one, only 300 pages, but incredible insights and practical advice. And it was geared towards education leaders and policy makers, right? And so this was at a point in time when this kind of practical advice was really critical. So thank you to Stefan for helping so many of us understand what the impact was here and what we should do with AI in the classrooms. So you notice immediately, right? There's some similarity between the titles of these two books. They both start with Humanity Amplified, but they also both mention deep learning. And I think that it's a really great concept here. I can't wait to read the rest of the book, but on this idea of what he calls human deep learning, right? So it's kind of like the approach they use deep learning to train AI. So he's talking about applying deep learning to humans to kind of amplify human intelligence. It's a great concept. I love what he's doing there. So I recommend that you follow Stefan if you don't already. So he's got the books out there, but he also he's prolific on LinkedIn and articles on Substack. So find him. you can find him in the notes here on this episode too. And yeah, subscribe to his newsletter. You'll want to stay in touch with this guy, putting out some great stuff. Oh, he's so passionate about what he's doing and the work that he's doing with these schools. And he's absolutely convinced with this, say, deep dive, deep learning that he's done on AI. He is convinced, and I tend to agree with him, that AI is going to have a huge impact, change the world or whatever. And he's an educator himself, right? So he gets it. He, understands the dynamics of education in the 21st century here. All right. That's a wrap for today. So I'm Eric Byron. Thanks for listening to the Education Innovators Podcast. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, share this with others who may enjoy this content. Hopefully be inspired by some of the wonderful guests that I've had on the show. I've got more great guests lined up with incredible stories of innovation and education. So hit that subscribe button. For all those education innovators out there, thanks for doing what you do. You are making a difference.